Hi, I'm Elizabeth with the Cochise County Democratic Party. I have a few reminders for you as we near Election Day. First, go to iwillvote.com. Make sure that your voting information is up to date. If you're not registered to vote, the last minute to register is October 11th at 11:59 p.m. Don't wait until then. But make sure that your current address is the same address on your voting file. So if you've moved recently or any of those type of things, now is the time to make sure that it's all up to date. So early voting begins on October 12th, and that looks two different ways. One, in person, early vote in Cochise County is at the recorder's office on Melody Lane in Bisbee, Arizona. So we have one vote center for early vote. You can vote there in person. 80% or so of Arizonans get their ballot in the mail. It is now called ABLE. And so those will be mailed on October 12th. It will take 3 to 5 days for it to land in your mailbox. So be looking for it. And once you get it, mail it, vote it, and mail it right away. It gives plenty of time to get to where it needs to go. But also, if there's a problem with the signature on file not matching, it gives you and the recorder's office time to work through that before Election Day. Okay, so you've gotten your mail-in ballot, you have voted it, and now what do you do with it? So on this page, we have a list of secure ballot box locations throughout the county. All of these locations are in county buildings. So you can drop your ballot off at any of these locations. I do want to point out that they are only open during business hours. So if you want to drop your ballot off at 6 o'clock on your way home from work, your best bet will probably be the other option, which is to put it in the mail. And especially when you're putting it in the mail, you want to make sure you leave plenty of time. And one other thing, if you can request a mail in ballot up until October 28th. We don't recommend that, of course, because we want you to have plenty of time to get your ballot back to the recorder's office before the deadline. And that would be November 4th. So election day voting. So we have a list here of all of the vote centers in Cochise County. One of the benefits of a vote center is that you can vote in any of these locations. So even if you live in Sierra Vista, but let's say you are in Benson working for the day, you can vote in Benson. It's a really great system. So any of these you can vote at. They do open at 6 a.m. and they close at 7 p.m. So if you are in line at 7 p.m. on election day, stay in line. You can still vote. There will be a person called the marshal, and they'll be outside of the polling location, and they will announce that the center is closing. And then they will make sure that people who were in line prior to 7 p.m. will still get to vote. So that's really important. Another important thing about our vote centers is that, let's say you got your mail-in ballot but didn't get it in the mail in time, you can take your mail-in ballot to the vote center and you don't have to wait in line. You can either give it to the marshal. They'll have an orange bag that is secure that they can put your ballot in, or you can walk right into the vote center and there will be a place for you to securely put your ballot. Whether you are mailing it, putting it in a drop box, or dropping it off on election day, you want to make sure that you have followed all of the instructions on your mail-in ballot. So that means signature, phone number, all of those things. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not say, please vote all the way up and down your ballot. Actually, what I would recommend is start on the backside and then turn it over, because we want to make sure that our local offices, so our people running for city council and our people running for school boards all throughout the county, that they get your votes, that they get your attention as well. So please vote all of your ballot. Don't leave anything unchecked. A couple more quick things about our vote centers. When you arrive, you'll probably notice the 75-foot line. This is a safe voter zone. It's marked from the entrance to the vote center. So inside that 75-foot line, there should be no candidates. There should be no electioneering. There shouldn't be people trying to hand you materials. There shouldn't be signs. There shouldn't be anyone blocking the way into the vote center. Out in the parking lot, outside of that 75-foot line, people can electioneer and they can try to hand out things. But at no point in time should you feel intimidated. If someone is intimidating you or making you feel uncomfortable, please let somebody know. And also, if you have any problems voting, remember you can request a provisional ballot. So we want to make sure, like we said before, that your vote is counted. So one of the things I would recommend if you are an election day voter is to make sure that when you walk into your voting booth, that you know who and what you're going to vote for. This year, there are a lot of propositions on the ballot. So we have a list here, and this does not include the AMA propositions. So if you're in Wilcox and Douglas, this will be Proposition 420 and 422. Our recommendation is yes on both of those. So before you go into the booth, please take a moment and learn about the propositions. We do have what are called palm cards at our office in the Landmark Plaza. And we'd be happy to provide you one of those if you do not have one. It does have the propositions on there as well as candidates that we support. So there's a lot of materials out there online. If you follow us on our social media, you've obviously seen our opinion on things, but please go informed. Because the time it takes to read through propositions and the time it takes to decipher some of the language in those can really take a long time and can cause really long lines. This is the advantage of being a mail-in ballot voter. You can do this in the comfort of your home. I like to joke that you can, vote in your PJs with a glass of wine. You can look these up in real time in that kind of case. So either way, have an idea of what you want to vote for. Be an informed voter. So many people say that they don't want to vote because they don't know what to vote for. The internet is an amazing place. Please do your research and find out how you feel about these propositions. And finally, just go vote. Your vote is important. So important dates, the last moment to register to vote is October 11th at 11:59 p.m. Once again, don't wait that long. Ballots go in the mail October 12th, 3 to 5 days. They should be in your mailbox. Early voting begins October 12th at the recorder's office. And election day is November 8th. Above me is our hotline number, 1-833-VOTE-4AZ. If you experience problems voting on election day, please use this number. Or if you are using a drop box around the county and something is wrong, you can use this number as well. So I hope that your voting experience is good, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.